He pulled the trigger more times than any sniper in American history, saved countless lives on the battlefield, survived for brutal tours of war, but the enemy that killed him was the one he was trying to save. This isn't just a war story. It's the rise, fall, and haunting legacy of Chris Kyle, the American sniper. Before we dive in, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss powerful true stories like this one. Chris Kyle grows up in Texas with a rifle in his hands and a lesson burned into his soul. His father teaches him to rules, protect the weak, and never look away from evil. Those words shape his life. Years later, after a broken relationship and watching news footage of the U.S. Embassy bombings, Chris makes a decision that will define everything. He enlists in the U.S. Navy. At 30, older than most recruits, he endures brutal SEAL training and emerges as something rare, a sniper with unshakable focus. Then comes love. Chris meets Taya, a woman who distrusts military men, especially SEALs. But his quiet confidence wins her over. They marry. Life feels normal, safe, until 9/11. Chris is deployed to Iraq, promising Taya he'll be gone just 6 weeks. That promise is broken the moment he pulls the trigger for the first time, forced to kill a woman and a child to save U.S. Marines. The cost of war hits instantly. On the rooftops of Iraq, Chris becomes a guardian angel and a nightmare. His precision saves lives again and again. Marines start calling him legend. Insurgents put a price on his head. A rival sniper emerges, Mustafa, a ghost with a rifle who never misses. Back home, Taya is pregnant. Fear grows. Chris keeps going back. Second tour, third tour, fourth tour. Each time, the war takes something from him: friends, sleep, peace. He hunts terrorists door to door, faces sadistic enemies like the Butcher, and watches brothers die beside him. Guilt piles up. Duty drags him back. On his final tour, Chris faces Mustafa. One impossible shot, 2,100 yards. A single pull of the trigger ends the deadliest sniper duel of the war, but exposes his entire team. Surrounded, outnumbered, and nearly left behind, Chris survives only because a sandstorm swallows the battlefield. He comes home, but the war follows. Chris can't fully return to civilian life. Loud noises, silence, memories of the men he couldn't save. Finally, he admits the truth. I'm haunted. Instead of running, he chooses purpose. Chris begins helping wounded veterans, men broken by the same war that broke him. He listens. He trains them. He tries to give them back a piece of themselves. And then, February 2nd, 2013. Chris leaves home smiling, heading to a shooting range with a troubled veteran he's trying to help. He never comes back. Chris Kyle is killed that day. The final images aren't of war but of honor. Howie's packed with mourners. Thousands filling a stadium. A nation standing still for a man who spent his life standing between danger and everyone else. This was the life of Chris Kyle. A hero. A soldier. A man who survived war, but gave his life trying to save others from it. If this story moved you, like the video, subscribe for more powerful true stories, and share it with someone who needs to hear it.